Hey, what is up everybody, it's Varience here and welcome to Skyrim. So, in the back I'm just creating my Dark Elf character. It's about damn time I started my Skyrim series, and so I'm bringing you my Skyrim series now. So, whilst that's playing in the background, I'm going to talk to you about the different mods that I'm going to have installed in my Skyrim, because I am doing a modded Let's Play. So, the first mod I want to talk about is Alternate Start. This is going to be the first mod that you'll see that's in use apart from the mods using the carriage creation. But what this mod will basically do is stop the slow start in Skyrim, basically. No one likes the whole, you riding down the carriage ride, going through the whole cutscenes, because those are quite long and they're quite overused, as in loads of people have seen them already, so they want something different. So I will be starting in a random city somewhere. I haven't picked one yet, you'll see it in the recording, and I'll start off from there. So it basically makes you so you don't have to go through the whole cutscene, but you still have to go back to hell again and choose who you want to be, the Stormcloaks and whatnot. So that's one of the mods. And moving on, Apocalypse Spell Package. So this is kind of a bit of a spoiler to what class I'll be playing in Skyrim, but I'm telling you about it because it's such an awesome mod. But this mod adds over 180 new spells to Skyrim. They are balanced. I made sure they were balanced, so there's no being overpowered as in me ruling the kingdom straight away. I've actually got to put a little bit of effort into my magic, and it's going to be a bit difficult to rule the kingdom, but I will get there one day. One of the awesome spells that it adds, and I have to say it is amazing, is it's called the Force Wall spell. So what this spell does is it casts like an invisible wall around you that stops anything from entering or leaving that circle for a short period of time, which is pretty awesome. And it can be annoying, as in you can't leave it and no one can enter, but it's good for protecting yourself in those tough times. Moving on, another mod that I've installed is Climates of Tamriel. So I installed Climates of Tamriel mainly due for its weather. It adds weather to Skyrim, as in new lightning, rain, and everything like that, which is pretty awesome. It adds a new type of lighting to Skyrim, as in it makes the lighting a whole lot better. And it adds new audio to Skyrim, as in I've tried Sounds of Skyrim, but the sounds seemed a little bit out of place to me, and Climates of Tamriel fit in with the scenery a lot better, as in it wasn't kind of like out of the blue. You can hear the sound, you don't even notice it's there. It's so good. To match that, I've installed realistic lighting, which basically makes the lighting so you see the light source shining on something and it kind of flickers like a regular light would do. For example, a candle light flickers when you see it. Another mod I've installed is Full-Sky. So Full-Sky is a fairly new mod. I've not really had a chance to test it, but I've heard all the hype about it. I've seen a couple of Let's Plays about it. It seems pretty awesome. I haven't gone through all of the Let's Plays, and I watched the first episode just to get a feel if it's like a good style or not. I don't want to get too spoiled by watching a whole playthrough of it and then playing it through when I already know everything about it. I want to be like kind of as a surprise. It seemed pretty cool. So moving on, 2K textures. I installed Skyrim 2K textures to basically make Skyrim higher detailed. That's basically all. Makes Skyrim a bit more detailed than it would be with the regular HD texture pack or vanilla Skyrim, and it looks very awesome. Another mod I've installed is Winterhold Expanded Ruins. So Winterhold itself is bland, as in it used to be a massive city, raging city. It used to be the capital of Skyrim, but it's not anymore, and it looks like a ruined city. But at the moment it doesn't. It just looks like a little ruined village, and it was lacking the ruins that it needed. So what this mod does is it adds suited ruins to the city and basically makes it look like a ruined city that once used to be the capital of Skyrim. And it actually suits it now. It adds giant walls to the whole Winterhold, like kind of around it a little bit. It adds some ruins that are hanging off the edge of the mountain, going down into like the valley there by the college, and it looks overall awesome. Another awesome mod that I've installed is Winterhold Improved, but this improves the college itself, as in the inside of the college. So it gives it, because the college is lacking items in there, as in it kind of doesn't. It's got a lot of free space in there. It kind of looks a bit empty and bland. So what this mod does, it adds a lot more content into the college. It also adds a whole new floor to the college, as in it adds a dining room and like a mage store, like a store area in the new floor, and it's pretty awesome. And this mod, it just makes the college look a whole lot better. Moving on, Wet and Cold. So the Wet and Cold mod is purely to add realism to my Skyrim Let's Play. and I am aiming for realism in Skyrim. I want my character to feel the coldness of Skyrim, as harsh as it may be. I want to feel the effects like you would in real life. For example, when you're cold in real life, the colder you get, the less productive and less your spells and everything else will work, basically, and you wouldn't be able to do as much when you're cold. That's what it does in Skyrim, basically. It makes it, the colder you are, the weaker you get in a way. And you have to warm yourself up to make that work. You also can, when you breathe, like that fog, when you normally breathe in the cold air in real life, it adds that to Skyrim, adds that to animals and such as well. So when you breathe, you see that kind of, that inhale of smoke, like breath anyways, that comes out, and it looks pretty cool. It's not something big changing, but it looks pretty cool. It's just like a nice little feature. Another mod I'm installing is realistic needs and diseases, because Skyrim doesn't at the moment have food. It has food and it has water and drinks and everything like that, but it provides no real use apart from getting drunk and just eating a little bit of food that heals you. But what this does is makes it so you need that food all the time. As in, it's not just when you're trying to heal yourself, but your character becomes hungry, so you need to feed them. Your character becomes thirsty, you need to drink, and then every now and again, when I feel like I've had a hard day in Skyrim, I can just go have a couple of Nord meads, or whatever they're called, get a little bit tipsy, you know, go around Skyrim drunk, singing the old Skyrim songs. So that'd be pretty awesome. And it adds diseases as well to Skyrim, so I'm not sure how I'm going to cope with the diseases, because at the moment I do not know how to cure them. I'm sure you guys would tell me, but I'll probably die a horrible death of some disease that I don't even know what it is. And lastly, a mod, I can't even begin to explain how awesome it is, but it's called the Real Fusro Da. Basically, it adds the Real Fusro Da in Skyrim, as in not just the Fusro Da. It actually adds the proper Fusro Da with the music and everything like that, like you see in the actual Skyrim video, the official Skyrim video, and it's awesome. You'll see in my series once I get the shouts, hopefully, if I get to a stage and able to kill a dragon, it will be awesome. You'll see the shout and you'll see how the shout adapts, basically, as in what the shout adds that vanilla Skyrim did not. Okay, so thank you for watching my Skyrim character creation video and mod talk video. If you have any mods to just suggest for me to add to my series, I'll have all the mods that I have installed anyways listed below, so just check if there's any mods that you might suggest that I've already got installed below. Or suggest me new mods that you might want me to install to my Skyrim. I'll check them out, and if I like the mod, I'll be sure to install it and let you know. So stay tuned for my episode 1 of my Skyrim Let's Play series, and see you around.